up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fane Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay Old Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today's Tuesday, April 16th, 2024, the day after taxes, right? Day after Jackie Robinson Day, all right? And I'm not gonna hold you too long here, but just gonna drop a little video, talk a little quick, real quick. But before I do that, make sure you like, subscribe to the video, leave comments on the video, but make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, not quite bucket low like fuck it though, more like almost Tilly. What's that? Silly Tilly time, I guess. But listen, fuck all that. The NBA, since you own the WNBA, pay those women, pay the WNBA. I've been on this motherfucker for years. And I've never really vocalized any support for the WNBA like that. I've actually been more of one of the ones like, hey, it doesn't make any money. Whoop, wop, whoop. But my man Jason Whitlock said something that made me think. And he was against, paying them women. There's a graphic going around about, Caitlin Clark, the Iowa star got drafted number 1 in the WNBA. Her starting salary is like $78,000 and some change. 4-year contract, $78,000 to start. I think the last one is like 90 something for the last of the 4 years. Basically totals up to $330,000 or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty obscene. It really is. I don't, miss me with all that. They don't pay. Nobody watches the WNBA. All that shit. They operate at a deficit. That's what Whitlock said. And I was just thinking like, well, at least around here, the public schools operate at a deficit, operate at a loss. That's why every damn year they're cutting teachers every damn year. Miss me with that bullshit. There's no, put like this, when I see that Jaylen Brown of the Celtics is either in it now or his next contract will pay him $60 million a year or something like that. And I'm like, this motherfucker won't even be a top 100 player when the time at the track he's on, he won't be a top 100 player. In my lifetime, so definitely not ever. Because we take about those players, a little before him. It's like $60 million a year. That's fucking absurd. What these players are getting. Bryce, what's his name? Or not Bryce, Grayson, kid for Phoenix, played for Duke. Dirty player, Grayson, whatever. He's getting like 20-something a year on his new contract. J. Rue Holiday's getting 30-something million. Like, these are not worth that kind of money. I don't give a fuck what the market dictates. These are not those athletes in that type of caliber that deserve that kind of money. If the market says that, then the NBA's going to play these motherfuckers 1 year and strike or have them lock them out and trickle some of that money over to the women. I can almost see it, because if you take some money from the players, what the fuck they going to do? Strike? All these motherfuckers trick. They just going to cut down their trick and they ain't going to care. Cap off all pro ball athletes, Congress, whoever. Cap off all pro athletes at $20-25 million a year. There'll never be a time in America where $20-25 million a year isn't generational money. If you're making that kind of money a year, $20-25 million. That's why you said it wouldn't hurt to cap these motherfuckers off. Like Steph Curry, he gets 40-something million a year. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, these are generational talents and whatnot. I get it. But some of these other players just don't deserve any of that. And that would hurt them. I get it that, saying that they don't deserve it. But you got to remember, You're not gonna sit here and tell me that Michael Jordan's the GOAT, and, and his total NBA earnings were only $111 million. Just off the NBA. I'm not talking about all the draws and sneakers he was selling and shit and batteries and all that shit. That's the what do you call that? The birth certificate lottery. That's what these guys that are playing right now getting. So you see when you see Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers in baseball getting $70 million a year, his contract. I see that. Then I see Wnba, Victor Wembanyama. He's gonna approach 75 to 100 million a year, and it's like that's absurd. That's fucking absurd. Guys don't deserve that kind of money to play these sports like that, especially when they're getting travel money. They're getting per diem when they're out on the road. They're getting free flights, not even commercial flights. They're getting charter jets, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're getting this is absurd. Then when I see what these women are getting, 70, 80 grand a year, that's some middle school principal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got to do something about that. Like I said, I've probably said it before on this show about how, nobody watches the WNBA. But when I saw Caitlin Clark's contract broke down, I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, the NBA could pay these guys a little. They could pay these women a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, trickle some of that money from the men. Even if it, trickle some of that from the men. What the fuck? Like I said, what are they gonna do? Strike? They're not gonna strike. You got too many child support payments. You know what I'm saying? Too much trickling, too many aunties and uncles and shit they gotta pay back, all that. No, these guys don't deserve this kind of money. I'm sorry. Not to hoop and shit like that. Baseball shit they've been doing since they were 8 years old. There's nobody who deserves that kind of money. Now, granted, if you're gonna offer it, I'm gonna take it, obviously. But nah, man, this is getting absurd, and these women do need to get paid. I'm not, you see what happened to Brittany Griner and whatnot, what she did and whatnot, and because they were saying because she has to go to Russia, all the women go to Russia and overseas to supplement their incomes, but still, in the WNBA they do get a free car and apartment and all that kind of shit, but still. I mean, that's a tax write-off for the league. Pay these women. There's no reason why the WNBA players top out at 300 grand a year. And like I said, a guy's getting 60 million just because of birth certificate lottery. No, fuck all that. But that's all I got. I'm just ranting. I'm mad and shit. Like, I mean, I'm not mad, but I'm just like, I don't know about that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Talking with a couple cats on social media and shit. It's just like, as the adult in me, when I was a younger man, I probably would have been like, yeah, fuck these women. They don't deserve that. But the adult in me, these women need to get paid. All right? But I'm hop off of here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll be back at you soon. But until then, everybody, be well. Peace.